Wandering around out here in the desert, that's an adventure, sure it is. Right? But you never know what you're going to come across. You know, there's a lot of things out here that just about everything's pointy, right? You know, Sam wants to stick you or stab you or get stuck in your shoe, so, 2 weeks from now it stabs you. I mean, a lot of the flowers and the bushes and everything else are, kind of poisonous. Look at this one. Look at that one. That one's growing. Right? But some of the things that live out here, right? See, you never know what you're going to come across. Right? Look at that one. Volkswagens, Right? But you never know. I mean, there's a lot of things out here, right, that will eat you. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that, that you don't think about, but nobody ever thinks about this until it's too late. All right? What do you mean, Brian? It's too late. You got cats, you got dogs, chickens, pigs, billy goats. The big giant cows over there are kind of safe, but if there's, a pack of wild coyotes, then nothing out here is safe. Mountain lions up there in Manhattan. Yeah, last couple times he's up there, I went and I found it the first time, but I went to check to make sure I seen it because I had to look for pictures of it on, the internet. And there's mountain lions up there, and they walk right through the yard up there in Manhattan, right? So it's getting kind of windy out here. I might have to switch. And besides from all the four-legged creatures, right? You have the predatory birds. You got your brown eagles. Right, your golden eagles, I think that's the same one, right, the big gigantic ravens, the crows, right, hawks, right, I mean, and everybody's hungry, right, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of bunnies and squirrels and lizards and snakes and, all kinds of, little birds, right, but at the same time, there's your cats, your dogs, your chickens, right? Your billy goats, right? Pigs, especially pigs. Pigs are especially vulnerable because, they taste good, right? But this is something that nobody doesn't think about until it's, until it's too late. Well, what do you mean it's too late, Brian? Right, well, about 10 days ago or so, right, we lost one of Teresa's cats, Jack. Now, Jack wasn't no baby. Jack was 6 years old, right? He weighed about 28 pounds. He was big, He was ferocious. I used to laugh. I used to call him the king of the desert, right? 'Cause Jack was, and he fought with the, feral cats over in the shop all the time, right? He'd been through, a couple, 2, 3 different places. He lived in Rachel. He lived here. He lived up in Manhattan, So Jack was no newbie. He wasn't a greenhorn when it came to desert survival. But yet, he got snatched by now. Right? How do we know this? Because, you don't want to know the gory details. But anyway, yeah. See, and these predators, they will attack your animals. They will eat them. Right? They're easy prey, especially domesticated animals, cats. Cats are like the number one thing. Right? Dogs, your small dogs, dogs you weigh upwards of, 15, 15 pounds, anywhere between, 0 and 15 pounds, right? It's a hot dog sandwich, till now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, you have to be mindful. I mean, you have to, wild badger bears, are predatory. Usually badgers kind of like stay around their own little den because they always got babies, and they're all, their primary source of food is prairie dogs and squirrels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they will, a cat wanders out too far, right? They will get it, right? You have to protect your animals. That's why people out here, the vast majority of Nevada is open range. Yes, this is true. If you don't know what open range means, it's this simple. There are no fences along the sides of the highway or anywhere else. The only fences that normally are out here are fences that fence out people's land. But as far as the road goes, that's why there's people that running the cows all the time. Right? That's out here, life and death is, right? So, when it comes to your animals, right, especially, the mama baby and the babies, right? You have to be very protective. You have to be very vigilant, right? Out here, coyotes, somebody sees a coyote. I mean, I just heard gunshot this morning about 6. Well, I know what it was. You know, Farmer Brown over there on the other side, right? He seen a coyote running across his dirt, popped up his Winchester, took a round at him. Out here, they kill coyotes. Serious, right? They kill, predator birds. Serious, right? Because they are a threat, right, to their livestock and to their pets, and in some cases to small children. It's just as dangerous as wandering out up there in old abandoned mine shaft, right? They got this thing out here in in Nevada, stay out, stay alive, right? Because so far this year there probably been 100 people died, out exploring abandoned mines. When you live out here, death is quick. It comes in a variety of different ways. You understand? And you have to be mindful. You have to be very protective. You have to be resourceful. You have to be on the spot. You understand? You have to walk. Dude, our neighbor right here across the way, right? He's constantly keeping the critters, the animals, the squirrels, the bunnies, the birds out of his garden. You understand? So he's always on perimeter, always on watch. The dog is always on watch. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because, it could happen. One of these days I'm going to be wandering around out here, and one of them, a murder of crows that I throw rocks at every day, they're probably going to try to swoop down and get me. Just me, Brian. Just another one of those things that you need to think about if you're going to live out here in the wilds. You know what I'm saying? It's not all peaches and cream. And your money's not going to protect your animals. Right? You are. Please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you.